Hi there. That's an interesting wave you've got there going there, Phoebe.
Yeah, that was. I've never done this before. Don't know what happened. Sorry.
I like it. Should be a thing.
Spur of the moment. We can call it the window washer.
It's some kind of Mr. Miyagi like practice technique. I don't know.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Well, it seems like it's another one of those gosh darned riddle streams, huh?
Yeah.
No.
Wait a
Why
minute.
am I
That's
here
all.
again? How did you convince me?
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, my lovely guest hosts, indeed, are Laura, Marta, Phoebe, and Malin. And I think I got a bit of a message from Porscha that she's just running a bit late, a couple of minutes late, but planning to make it. So yeah. But yeah, how are y'all doing today?
Well, it's Friday.
Anything? Yeah, anything you'd like to shout out or plug or anything like that?
I have my work Christmas party tonight, so
Nice.
I guess I should shower.
Oh,
Dang it.
so
what are you doing for it? Is it food or is it a party?
It's at a pub.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Nice.
that sounds good.
Yeah.
So you're just going to be walking there, or?
No, it's a subway to a streetcar.
Oh, okay. So is it in like North York or something? East York?
It's east.
Oh, it's in East York, huh?
Rockcliffe Smythe area? Lambton?
I just know Greektown in East York, pretty much.
None of
But,
those words mean anything to me whatsoever.
Yeah, don't
Somewhere in
mind
America, I'm assuming.
the
Do
Torontonians.
we need to give the Toronto
just,
people some time to themselves?
North of St. Clair.
Toronto
Okay,
is too big. That's the problem.
Yeah.
so like west of the DVP, east of it. I don't
East,
know.
west.
West. Well,
See,
I hope you have fun.
I already have a quibble this evening. Cool Gamer usually says you're all awesome, and tonight it's just you're awesome, Laura Nettles. And like I concur.
What's going on?
I don't have a problem with the conclusion, but like, why nobody else?
Cool Gamer, is this a riddle or something? Maybe. Maybe Cool Gamer is in on the first riddle or something, huh? Oh my.
What if
If he
Michael
was,
was
he wouldn't have
secretly
told
Cool
us.
Gamer?
You're trying to distract us from the real riddle.
But have fun tonight, Laura, for sure.
Thanks. So, I'm trying to get my work done right now. So I
And
can
I think
skedaddle.
I think both me and Marta have packing to do before our respective holidays.
Right, yeah.
So jelly.
Yeah, 'tis the season, That's kind of what it comes down to, I guess. I guess that's kind of the wrap
I'm
of it.
awesome too! Yay!
I will definitely get there. I haven't seen it just yet, but the comment if it's there. But hi, Mark. Hey, not doing any writing or proofreading, but I'm here to force myself to read a book I was too lazy to read. You got this, Mark. And hi, Phoebe.
Hi, Phoebe.
Wherever you may be.
Somewhere in the world.
Yeah. Nina, hi. And look at this. Yay, Nina. Rachel, hi, how are you? And of course, Cool Gamer, hi.
I'm going to do the window washer for this.
I just remembered it as well.
Wax on. Wax on.
It
Yeah.
looks more like we're in a cult now.
You'd think we'd like choose like a more inconspicuous sort of like a
No, this is great. This is
symbol or
hiding in
something,
plain
right?
sight.
Yeah. Oh, and thank you for this, Mark. Woot woot. And yeah, you're awesome, Laura Nettles. You're awesome, Marta.
You're not
The
wrong.
rest of
but
us
what about
suck.
Octopus?
I think you guys
This
are awesome.
this plot is thickening, isn't it? Huh?
Oh,
I'm going to be last
So we've got
because
here
I
your
do
awesome
nothing.
knight. Don't worry, cool gamer. I know I'm not awesome. Just ask Anne. She'll back me up.
what if Cool Gamer is secretly Anne?
Wow, that would be a bombshell.
He's been playing a very long game in that case.
You know, if Cool Gamer were to suddenly crack and kind of slip with like a "You're old Michael" or something, we could be in business. We could be, you could be onto something there. And I see we have a Violet also.
Are you skipping Phoebe's?
in the huh? Oh, right. And Violet, this is for you with love from Cool Gamer. But indeed, should we go ahead and get into our first riddle at this moment?
No.
Wait, do we sprint and then riddle? I thought we riddled and then sprint.
Normally we riddle and then sprint, right?
Yeah, this is the normal way of doing it, I think.
We get
So
on
first
up
we
the
suffer,
sprints.
and then we get to recover from that.
I thought you were going to say
Something
first
like
we
that.
suffer and then we suffer. It's continuous suffering.
Yeah.
The suffering comes in waves, right? Let me see
It's just
here.
the intensity that changes.
Yeah. Okay. The forest hides well in the east, without a bird and without a beast. Here's the question for the keen. What cannot at all be seen?
Is this like
The well?
that thing about, if a tree falls in the forest but no one is here to, can see it, and then does it make a sound? Is it something about that?
Kind of hard to say. At least at this point there, Malin.
Is it the well, Michael?
Uh,
As in the forest hides a well, not the forest is hiding well?
no, it's
Ooh,
not that,
clever.
but that's
like
good
it.
thinking. Yeah.
That's a better answer. I think we should give Phoebe the point and go sprint.
Yeah.
Honorary point there, Phoebe.
Why, thank you.
Do
You're
you,
welcome.
I
do you
shall stand in my
counters?
palm
Do
tree.
you keep track?
And Cool Gamer, this is for you with Up from Violet.
Is the forest a library?
Like in Doctor Who.
Oh, really? I really need to watch that, Everyone says such good things about it. It's not that, though.
I just so happen to have a little bit of Doctor Who sitting next to me.
Oh? What's that there? Just a sec. What is that? Oh, okay, so I see.
Original
Classics.
Doctor Who.
The very first.
Ah. So what year would that go back to?
I think it says on it.
63.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Woot woot. Interesting. Yeah, I need to get on that, Doctor Who. Oh, thank you so much for this, Violet. And hi, Jen. Hi, how are you?
So is what cannot be seen words because the books are closed because they're on the shelves?
No, it's not that.
So if there's no bird and no beast, what cannot be seen is a bird and a beast.
Wait. It's not that. It's not that.
But you got to admit, it's another good answer.
Oh, totally. Yeah, totally.
Is
We're
it
all
the
gonna leave
forest
here with,
because it's hiding so well that you can't see it?
Huh?
Is the answer the forest because the forest is hiding so well that you can't see it?
I like that answer
No.
too.
No. We're getting lots of honorary points though so far. That's for sure. Honorary point at Malin
Is it
and Marta too.
The word "what" cannot be seen because it's not in any of the previous lines. I don't think that's it.
No,
I'm
it's
just-
not that.
But I can see how you're getting into Michael's mind here.
Yeah, I'm just trying. I'm trying Michael type techniques.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like, is the answer the one in the beginning because it is hidden well?
No, it's not
technically
that.
part of the riddle.
Is the answer the question because you haven't included
A question mark.
question mark punctuation at
No,
the end, so
no,
there
it's
isn't a
not
question.
that.
You
You
really
just
need to
forgot.
start including your question marks, Michael. Because sometimes that's the answer, and sometimes it isn't, and you've just forgotten.
Yeah. I'm like that. Hi, Raphael. How are you? Woot woot. It's not wind, actually.
I'm trying to look for whether there's any hidden words in the clue, like the beginning of one word and like the end of the word before, whether they're making any.
Is it the sunrise because you can't see it through the trees?
No.
And it's in the east.
Hi, Flora. How are you? Woot woot.
I want to ask questions, but I know Michael's not ready yet to give us hints and answer to questions.
You could try, Malin, if you wanted.
I know what that means.
Is it a different kind of forest than like the woods?
That's an interesting question.
Like, is it a metaphorical forest?
It's
Like
kind of an
a
interesting
city
question.
of skyscrapers.
Well, it's not skyscrapers. Flora, it's not the letter B.
Is it the exit? They can't see the exit. They're lost.
We are lost.
Wait.
Oh dear.
Is the answer that we don't need to answer because we're not the keen? So
You're pretty good at this, Malin. You know, you've got the good ideas.
but it's
like
not
that
the
one.
answer.
I like it.
My dishwasher is going.
You know what, Michael? This is why I drink.
Is the answer the forest? I think we already asked
It's
that.
not. It's not. Well, riddle number one's not just getting plowed over, is it?
Do we need to focus at all on the fact that it's in the east? Like, is there a sort of hint about
Ooh.
the answer based on the location, the fact that it's in the east?
I would say the whole east part is awfully important.
Oh, interesting.
Oh. What did I just say there?
Is it the Wicked Witch of the West? Because she's
My first
in the
thought was
West?
Chernobyl.
Sorry, Laura, what was
My
that?
thought was Chernobyl. Like there's no
Oh.
plants and beasts left. Like it's just.
Oh dear.
That's dark.
Well, it's not that, Phoebe. It's not that, Laura.
Eastern Forest.
It's not life. It's not leaf.
See, I liked all the stuff to do with like sun and sunrise in that case, but then I'm hoping Michael would have said like you're on an interesting track if that were the case.
Yeah. Is what cannot at all be seen the west? Because it's opposite to the east.
No, it's not that.
Damn it.
Is this a real location on the planet?
Well, I mean, you would be going down the wrong path if you were thinking of it as like a real, actual location or part of the world or something. How's that sound? It's going to be a long stream, I think.
I think there has to be something about that second line though, unless it's just the throwaway line for the rhyme, but like, if there's no birds or beasts, then it has to be some kind of dead forest. So, I don't know, life?
Life is a good answer.
Okay, it's not life if that's your guess, Marta.
But am I on the right track, Michael?
No.
Help me out here, I need to pack.
Extra. Marta doesn't go home to Spain because of the riddle stream. Read all about it.
Oh, Flora's answer's interesting.
Just a sec here.
I don't think I know what all those words mean.
It's okay. So it's not this, Flora.
But are we in a desert of some kind?
No, I don't think so. I don't think that's relevant.
We guessed well, Mark.
Yeah. Mark, you're kind of thinking like Phoebe is.
Well, what other kinds of forests are there? Like, under the sea, you can have like a kelp forest.
Ooh.
Are there any other kinds of forests?
All I can think of was like the concrete jungle of a city.
Yeah.
Like Toronto, right? Coming full circle, right?
Uh-huh.
Can you give us any more hints?
Well, Malin, this riddle's kind of a literal one. It's kind of a literal one. How could you think sort of literally about this?
When you say literal, do you mean stuff to do with the wording, like play on words and things like that?
Not so much plays on words, but the words part, yeah, the words part. Like if you kind of look at the actual words in the riddle.
And the answer is not the forest in the east, because we can't see it. It's hidden.
It's not
That's
that.
the most logical one.
I think there were 3 really logical answers already, which were the forest, the well, and the west. But Michael's
Well,
not
it's-
telling us that we're on the right track for any of those.
Yeah.
How
Rachel,
important? How important is the second part? Without a bird and without a beast.
I would actually say that's the least important line in the riddle.
So it's for the rhyme.
Pretty much, I think so. I think it's pretty much there for the rhyme and for some good kind of like what's the term?
Misdirection?
Tricking. Yeah. Porscha, it's not the ground.
Is it nothing can be seen because the forest hides it all so well?
Are
No.
the stanza breaks trees?
No, they're not.
I like that
That
though.
would have been cute.
Nina, I'm just naming random stuff at this point.
Is it the sunset?
T?
Sorry? Sorry,
You
Malin?
go, Malin.
Oh, I was just saying, is it the capital T? Because you didn't capitalize your T at the.
No. And did you also have a guess there, Marta?
Yeah, I said the sunset. I know you had sunrise already, and you didn't say close, but
It's not sunset. It's not sunrise.
Is it the dot of the I?
It's not. So
And it's not
I've-
the question mark at the end that's missing.
it's not. I have been noticing there's been a few guesses, sort of relating to, letters. Where am I here? I think someone on screen has also said something about, or guessed something about letters. These guesses are, in their own ways, close. They're close.
So it is about a letter.
Well, it is about the actual words and actual letters in the riddle.
is it W?
No.
Is it the second R to make forest a name?
No, but you're kind of getting closer there, Laura. The first line in the riddle is awfully, awfully important.
Is it the second L in well?
No, it's not.
Is it a capital T for the?
I said that,
First
but you
word.
said no.
No. It's not about capital letters or anything.
Should the be the?
Okay, so we can go ahead and stop the presses because we have a right answer in the chat. So I'll go ahead and highlight it now. So this is the right answer. Flora's got it. Woot woot. Awesome job,
explain.
Flora.
Yes, how does it work?
So this is a literal thing with the words and the letters. So
Oh,
The forest,
EST is for
right?
east.
Okay.
Forest hides well in the east. So the idea is the word forest is in, or it's hiding in, quite invisibly, in the word east. So if you look at the word east, you do indeed have E, you have A, right? S and T, right? So if you look at the word forest, you've got the letters E, S, and T in that order too. So if forest was hiding in east, you'd be able to see the E, the S, and the T, and in order, and you would see an A, but that would just be in the actual word east. So what are you not able to see? The F, the O, and the R, right? So it's just literally saying it's hiding there, but it's invisible, etc. What can you not see?
I
Does
think
that make
Phoebe's
sense?
answer was better. It should be red.
Well, you know.
Well.
What can I say but awesome job, Flora. You've got it.
Hey.
Totally.
Yeah,
Oh, look at this here.
you could have at least pretended it was a joke on the French word. Because east in French is est. You don't have the.
Oh,
You're from
my
Toronto.
apologies.
You guys learn French.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I didn't see that. My bad. Mark's got it here. Violet, the
I
logic
speak Spanish
cannot
now, too.
at all be seen. Why don't I make it official with this here? Awesome job, Flora. But yeah, shall we go ahead and get into a first sprint at this point?
Let the packing commence.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Woot woot. What am I doing here? That's good. And this here. And good luck. Oh,
Bless you.
Yay, that's the end of our first 22-minute sprint. How did you all do? And yeah, I'm planning 3 22-minute sprints for the stream, just so you know.
That was
But yeah,
far too
how'd you
short,
all do?
Michael.
I work the
Oh.
day job.
Oh. You got this, Laura.
I worked on a reading from this book, which is putting the science in fiction, because the project it's this one.
Just a sec here.
There you go.
Ah,
It's got a lot of real life stuff to help you write science fiction. So it talks about things like I think there's one chapter I read that was about human genome engineering and how people can, like modify from birth some of the like the sci-fi version of it would be, oh, make sure your baby has blue eyes, but in reality it's more about like make sure your baby doesn't become ill from this fatal disease and stuff like that. So that's interesting. And now I'm in a chapter about hacking and the realities of hackers and how a lot of TV stuff is completely fake.
oh, okay. That
I feel
sounds
like I need
interesting.
that book. That sounds great.
Please unzoom me. I'm uncomfortable.
So it's putting the science in fiction.
Putting the science in fiction. And I think
the author-
there's a lot of that info is probably online for free, because I think it's written by a guy who made a blog originally with a lot of different articles about that kind of stuff and then compiled it into a book. So probably if you look it up, putting the science in fiction, you'll find the authors and then their blogs and stuff. But yeah, it's very useful because I want to write a sci-fi in January and I've never done so I don't know anything about anything really.
Nice.
Well, if you have any questions you want to bounce off me, Malin, I did major in physics in school, so I'd be more than happy to say,
I mean, I might
like-
gently take you up on that offer.
Yeah. I'd be happy to say like, oh, this wouldn't make sense at all because of ... or whatever, or this is great, or
There's also, and I quite like the way that this guy edited it, because he uses a lot of experts' advice and then he turns it into a way that you can generally use it in your sci-fi fantasy novels. So he points out, obviously this isn't realistic, but it could be pushed to become that later, so it could become realistic to do this, which I like, because the point is it's still sci-fi. It's not meant to be what you can do now. It's meant to be what could you realistically do in 100 years.
sounds like a very interesting book, like the whole approach that it has to basically the title, or the whole idea. Interesting. Cool. Phoebe, how did you make out?
I was making a Google Sheets spreadsheet of my writing plans for next year. Which I kind of already scribbled on paper, but I seem to have lost the piece of paper, so I was like, oh, I should make a digital version that I can't misplace.
Do you know that this piece of paper is at least in your house or something?
I would. Do you know? I know where it might be. It's probably in my backpack because I used the other side as a shopping list when I went to the shops the other day.
And the backpack is in your house.
What?
Nothing. Never mind.
Yeah, the backpack. The back.
Check. We need to know. This is a great mystery we're all invested in now.
This is like live, live developing of the thing, right?
Okay, well, I don't know. I've since shoved a load of other stuff in the backpack. So the point is, I've digitized it now, so it's fine.
Okay, got it.
I made a mood board of my 2023 goals today.
Nice.
Cool.
You want to
For the
see
whole
it?
year, huh?
Yeah.
Like broad strokes, huh? The big ideas.
Yeah. I guess I should open the image before I try and share it.
Oh, wait
Do you
a
ever
second
have
here.
to do you ever have to share your screen at work and you're extremely conscious of what else is on your screen, and you're really careful not to show anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm so sorry there, Porscha. How long were you waiting? I didn't see you at all because of like the thing with the scrolling.
Yeah,
Like
I thought I was being punished for being late. I was like, I'm in a small box prison because I was late.
I'm so sorry. No, like the way it works, like if you're watching and you don't know, is like StreamYard has a section for adding peeps, and there's like a scroll bar on the side, and if there's a certain number of like people already on, then it takes up that first row, and then you actually can't see the second row unless you scroll down. And so I just could see, or at least it's not obvious, but then I just looked and I saw like the top of a grayed out screen, and I thought, oh no, is that Porscha? And so that's why it wasn't obvious to me, but my apologies there, Porscha. But yeah, as I'm sure you're aware, we've gotten through the first riddle and the first sprint at this point, so you're just in time for riddle number 2.
We're all pretty defeated.
Yeah.
These are my goals for 2023.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So
Nice. Okay, I got super freaked out thinking that was the riddle, and I was like, wait, no. Before, like, what?
yeah, no. So I'm finally gonna publish a book.
Yay.
Yay!
Redraft Seeds of Doubt after I get beta reader feedback. I'm getting feedback right now on Crimson Strings, and then I want to finish a comic version of Tree Roots, which is a Drabble. I want to make a Drabble comic for Mirror Mirror. I want to read 24 books and go to Disney World in April.
Yay!
Oh.
Disney
May I even just say, like, regardless of even making or not making the goals, I just really like the aesthetic of this whole board.
Oh, thanks.
Looks really nice.
Makes me want to do a
Yeah.
2023 mood board.
Yeah. I'll definitely be like at least thinking about my 2023. I'm not really sure how much, like in what capacity I might actually like put stuff down or create stuff tangibly. But yeah.
Yeah, I made
Good
a
for you,
Notion
Laura.
board the other day to figure out my 2023 goals and then left it blank. Like it's set up so I can write my goals in it, but I don't know what my goals are. So.
Well, we've still got
time.
a whole half a month before the actual new year. So yeah.
It's usually good to do it right after Christmas as well, because then you're like, wow, I've eaten a lot, I've drank a lot, time to write down goals for 2023.
Yeah. Oh, and for the sprint, I just took it easy, and I messaged with Violet and Anne a bit. I will be getting to some reading in the next one. Hopefully also the one after that, for the three.
Are you ignoring all of Anne's comments on purpose?
Anne popped in during the sprint. There might be a little bit of sarcasm in this message here, It's hard to say.
The number of O's.
Yeah,
Hard
there's
to
like
decipher.
the 4 O's. I'm not too sure.
It's the second riddle in itself. Does Anne mean it?
Yeah, exactly. And this is for you with love from Phoebe. This too. And yeah, I'm not too sure. There could be a bit of a sarcasm. It's possible. It's
You know
possible.
what? I genuinely did not pick up on it when I was reading those earlier. I thought, wow, Anne really liked these riddles.
This whole thing really made me laugh. You could see me laughing on screen.
It was a Michael riddle.
Mark, I read a chapter, sad, but that's the usual for me. You read a whole chapter
It's good.
in 20 in a 22-minute sprint. That's pretty darn good, Mark. No worries. No worries at all. Actually, let me just pop over to my YouTube side and wait. I'm just trying to see what this. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see what the emoji is. Let me see. How do I get back now? No.
Took me like 10 minutes there to try and remember how to do the
this
new.
is like the Gen Z
part.
one, right?
Exactly, the Gen Z part.
Just this is stupid. This is good. Let's just keep no. We're not changing the freaking hearts.
I don't even think I've ever done that before. That's how old I am. But
Which generation are you, Michael?
He's Gen A.
qualify.
Silent generation.
I think I actually do qualify as millennial. You know, because
Yeah, but which millennia?
oh, I don't know. What's a millennium here and there, you know?
I need to go get my food in the oven real quick.
Oh, totally. You see, I'm so behind. I'm not even sure.
I think it was when I was
is-
talking about my Genremo project and how it's going to be sci-fi, because I mentioned it during her stream and she was really excited about it.
Oh yeah. Ooh, awesome. And Januarimo too is coming up too, isn't it?
Yeah. Because I didn't do NaNoWriMo. I don't know if you guys did, but it was too much in November because I had a puppy in October and I am now a full-time parent. So I didn't realize how much time that would take. So
Wait.
didn't do
What do you
NaNoWriMo
mean you're full-time parent? Just of the puppy, or
of a puppy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
Not you have not had human children. Okay.
No, I don't intend on having any human children. The furry one is enough.
Well, I don't know, Malin. You know, there's a whole 365 days in 2023. You never know. Never mind. I'm trying to make this work. It's not working.
Can't make it into the riddle.
What am I even doing here, huh? Porscha, this is for you with love from Anne. Woot.
Oh, Porscha, we have a new system to say hi now. It's this.
Yeah, we call it the window washer. When we were like all waving and stuff in the very beginning of the stream after the intro reel, Phoebe just kind of spontaneously waved like that, and we kind of teased her about it. That's all. This is for you, Laura, with love from Anne.
Yeah, I am publishing my short story horror collection called Tiny Shivers.
Excited.
Woot.
Is that the one with the octopus book cover?
woot. There are tentacles on the cover, and there are cosmic horror stories in it. Like, it's broken up into like 7 different subgenres of horror.
It's the one you shared some illustrations of, yeah.
Mhm.
Like this.
Yeah.
It's true.
I don't think you would be in a position to say anything about this, Anne. Or am I wrong?
I'm still.
Oh my god, when it turns out that Anne is actually like the oldest ever and she's teasing Michael to divert attention because she's insecure about it.
And Malin, this is for you with love from Jen.
Yes, thank you for understanding. The first week was hell. We were like frazzled parents, like just didn't sleep. He would wake us up at like 1 a.m., then 3 a.m., then 5 a.m. I think my partner found me in the living room holding the puppy crying at like 3 a.m. once. She's like, why won't you go to sleep?
Oh, that does say quite a bit, doesn't it, huh?
Yeah. It's good now, but yeah, the first few weeks were hard.
Oh. All right. What's this here? Porscha, in the beginning there was Michael. He had made two of each kind that got bored and made riddles, and a day for riddles. What's this here? And not old compared to someone ancient like you, Michael, but old compared to a 7-year-old. Okay. So you're old compared to a 7-year-old. Is that what you're saying? Got it.
Yep.
Yeah. Shall we get into riddle number 2 then?
All right.
Do we have to?
Please make this one be easier, Michael.
Moving on. He sits at his table within his flat and eats his hamburger, juicy and fat. Ketchup, mustard, onions, and more. Why do the cops come to his door?
Okay, I don't know why, but the first thing that came to mind was that cartoon of like a dog sitting at a table when there's fire everywhere going, this is fine.
My first thought was the meat in it is human.
My first thought was Pulp Fiction.
Why would the meat be
Because that's why the cops are coming to his door.
human?
And also she writes horror.
Exactly, Mark. Human meat.
Is it because of the more? Ketchup, mustard, onions, and more. What is the more? Is it cocaine? Is it is it money? Is it
because he is not the same he as the his? So he, John, sits at his Michael's table within Michael's flat and eats Michael's hamburger. But the cops come to Michael's door because they're after John, who's broken in.
to eat his burger?
As you do during a
That's-
robbery.
Okay. That's not the right track. That's not the right track.
It's the most logical.
But of
track,
course it
therefore
is
it's not.
awesome thinking.
Is there a reason there's
Awesome as
commas
usual.
missing on the third line?
It's not that. Jen, I worked with a dog rescue and I felt bad for the ones that fostered litters of puppies.
Is it because he forgot his commas? You need to put commas between ketchup and mustard and onions.
It's the
It's
grammar
not
police.
that.
It's the grammar police. Did he get a heart attack from this juicy and fat hamburger?
No.
Is his flat actually like a burger venue? Was he selling burgers to the cops? But he happened to be on a break.
No.
Like instead of my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, it's like my hamburgers bring all the cops to the flat.
Jen, did he call 911 to complain about his order like people will do? I have heard of this actually, Jen. It's actually a thing. Like people will actually call 911 for things just like that. But yeah.
Is it just a unrelated thing to the sentences, and it's just that he's done something wrong and needs to go to prison, but he's still just eating his burger, and that's the whole riddle.
That's a little bit close, actually.
I always say the most random shit that I don't even
little bit.
believe in, and then that's when you go like, "That's it."
Is it because they come to his door because, you know, it would be strange if they came to his window or to his wall? So obviously if they're going to come, they're going to come to the door.
Okay. It's not that.
I thought you were just going to go, Okay, I thought that was the whole response.
Are we meant to, like, if the direction I was going in was the right direction, are we meant to guess what kind of crime he's committed, or are the cops just coming to knock because they're looking for someone else and it has nothing to do with this guy?
Oh gosh. That's kind of tough for me in the moment.
Is it, Michael? Is it really?
It is. It
I'm
is.
sorry we're making the situation difficult for you.
Well, I will say that hopefully this will give you a little bit of an answer, Malin. The cops are coming to his door because he has indeed committed a crime.
Okay.
We will go ahead and say that.
Okay.
Does that help at all?
Yes. And is the answer you're looking for, are we meant to figure out the crime based on the first 3 lines then?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. But the burger has nothing to do with the crime. He's just eating.
I think I'm going to zip my lips at that though.
Is it that the man is juicy and fat, not the burger? That's not a crime.
That's not.
Can you get arrested for being juicy and fat?
Is the flat actually a morgue?
It's not.
Write that
It's
story,
not.
Laura.
Is the flat something else than a flat?
Honorary point there, Laura. No, it's a flat. It's an apartment. That's what I think.
Did he set fire to his kitchen while cooking the burger?
No. Flora, is the crime in eating that combination of stuff on a burger? No, it's not that, Flora.
There is a ridiculous law in one of the states where it's illegal to carry ice cream in your back pocket. Is that what he did?
I've heard about this several times before. What's the reasoning? It's
I don't know.
It is, but there is like 1 or 2 states at least in the states, right? Stateside, where it's illegal to put ice cream in your pocket or something.
Your back pocket, yeah.
Is it specifically the back
Front
pocket and
pocket,
only the back
fine.
pocket?
I think so.
I thought it was just like your pocket, and I was always wondering what the reasoning was behind that. Like there must be a reason.
Okay. Throughout Alabama, it's illegal for a person to walk down the street with an ice cream cone in their back pocket. Back when most people got around on horseback, horse thieves would put ice cream in their pocket to lure horses away without being charged with stealing.
That's pretty cool. Write that
Okay.
story too.
So you kind
In
of just
Alaska, it's illegal to give alcohol to a moose. Back in 2007,
okay.
a moose leader
Yeah,
named
no, I can see that.
Buzzwinkle was seen parading down the streets of Anchorage after dipping his face in a local brewery's supply during the holiday season. After getting his antlers tangled in Christmas lights, he stumbled past Alaskans and inspired quite the laugh and a new law.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, well, I mean, I can just see that one, but the other one now, I guess, makes sense, except that, I mean, no one rides around on horseback anymore, but I think that could be updated a bit. Interesting, though. Thanks, Laura. Thanks for Googling that.
There are horses around here, and I'm still in London. There's every now and then people. Yeah, so we could, technically.
Yeah.
In the same vein of thinking as Laura, is the ketchup blood and he's killed someone?
No.
Okay. Well, you solve it then.
Also,
I think
and you can go to sleep. We're the ones that are trapped here.
I think I can go ahead and give a good, juicy, and fat hint at this point.
Yes.
Are y'all done? So I'll go ahead and give a good hint, I think, and say Anya. Your hint is Anya.
So it's about the onions.
Oh,
which
oh, oh.
become Anya.
Hamburger. It's a person from Hamburg.
That's it.
Wait, but
Okay, so
then it is a person.
Yes, that is literally
It
the first
is
thing
human
Laura
being.
said.
So Laura was right.
but
I'm
you
sorry,
see,
she should get a point for this.
You should have at least said, "Can you be more specific?"
Yeah, you should have at least said
I
"You're the
actually
right track."
did. I did. I heard what she said, and then I said something to give her the chance to elaborate. And then
Did you know?
when I
I
decided
don't
that
remember that.
No,
that
me neither.
she wasn't hitting on
The hamburger.
hamburger being the actual proper demonym for a citizen of Hamburg, I then moved on. But yeah, but that is it, because the proper demonym for a citizen of Hamburger, or Hamburg, sorry, is hamburger, at least in English. And if you want to talk about the actual German, it's a bit more complicated because of how in German, like in French and Italian and so forth, they actually have genders assigned to nouns, and so it's in that case it's hamburger for the male, but it's, I think, and I'm sorry, I'm going to butcher it, I think it's like hamburgerin for the female. But anyway, it is hamburger in English, and hamburger is the proper way of saying a person from Hamburg. So like Torontonian, whatever, New Yorker, and hamburger.
A Utah.
Yeah, exactly. So that's it. So he's actually, eating a person from Hamburg, and that is obviously a bit of a problem. So, yeah. Awesome job, Marta.
That was a good hint.
Thank you. And I remember this, Rose. I remember. Good old Hamburglar, right? I don't know if Hamburglar is still around these days or not, but he was in my day for sure when I was a kid. Let me just see here. And I hate Michael. Laura should have gotten the point. Good job still, Marta. See ya. What do you think about this, Laura? Like, do you think you were?
I think I get half a point.
You think half a point?
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't we do that then? Why don't we say, once upon a time, 20 minutes ago or something, Laura got the first half of the point for the riddle, and Marta the second half. Woot woot. Yeah.
Porscha in the comments.
And nope, for the longest time, the male version was the standard and can be used regardless of gender. Female would be, yeah, right. So, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna butcher it again, but hamburgerin, basically the word hamburger, but with the in added. Indeed. Here,
True.
Porscha. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you're right.
Can we sprint now, Michael? I have to finish things.
Yes, totally. Let's quickly go ahead and make riddle number 2 official with this banner here. And then we can do the thingy thing. Oops, that's the wrong. The window washer. Why is this not... do I have my thing not shared? What's going on here?
Michael's
Oh!
old, so technology hates him.
No, it's because I shared Laura's screen. So I've just got to quickly share my timer again.
Well, I'm just gonna go pack Michael. Good luck.
And good luck all. And yay, that's the end of our second 22-minute sprint of 3 sprints, such sprints. Yeah, I hope you all did good. But Malin, I think, did you say you had to pop out at this point?
I'm going to head off, but thank you for having me to struggle on this.
You're
I
welcome.
might head off at the same time.
Hope you
if that's
manage on
okay.
the third. Are you going to head off as well? Sorry.
Yes. Wait, we can just both sleep together. That's also less bad.
Okie dokie.
Bye. Good luck for everyone.
Bye.
Yay. Bye. Thank you. Or should I do the window washer? Indeed, indeed.
We need more braids, not less, for the riddle. Oh no.
Oh yeah, we've lost 2/5 of our team.
I'm not part of the team.
Well, exactly. I was originally going to say 1/3 of the team, and then I'm like, no, Michael is the enemy. Michael is the antagonist. I'm not just so bad at maths that it took me a long time to realize that 2 out of 5 was 2/5.
Oh dear. Oh dear. So yeah, riddle number 2 goes to officially to Laura and Mark and Marta. Woot woot.
Woo.
And popcorn. I think we are a bit behind. Should we just try and stay on track and get straight into riddle number 3?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Indeed. Let me just. A quiet forest dwells in the east, without a bird and without a beast. Here's the riddle for speech and ink. What is in this forest, you think? Phoebe's face just says it all, you know. My sincerest apologies there, Phoebe.
I think I speak for all of us when I say, what the hell, Michael?
Is this the version where it's a library? So it's speech and ink and books? So in the forest is books?
It's not that, Laura.
But that makes sense!
That would make so much sense with it being quiet as well.
I'm sorry. Oh, and Mark also popped out in the sprint. Thank you, Mark. See you. And don't forget your window washer from Phoebe.
Are there trees in the forest?
Well, it's not trees.
But you got to admit, there are trees in the forest, probably. So, am I technically wrong?
Well, you're not wrong. You're not right either. Only I can say that to Phoebe, right? I have my way. Oh dear. And Flora's echoing everyone else's sentiment.
It's probably too soon to ask for any kind of help, but should we be applying the same kind of logic as we had to do with the last forest?
I'll go ahead and say no.
Oh, okay.
I think this is a different riddle.
Is it electric cars in the concrete jungle? Because they're quiet cars.
No. Excuse me. No, that's not it.
6 letters, FOREST. Or 10 letters, THIS, FOR.
Is it Oris? ORES? Inside the forest?
No, it's not that. Flora, it's not the sound of silence.
Good song.
Gonna have that in my head now.
Yeah. Simon and Garfunkel. Good old days. Do you think Anne knows Simon and Garfunkel? What do you think, Porscha? Do you think she knows? I don't think Anne's still around.
Why wouldn't she know Simon and Garfunkel?
I mean, because that's like a blast from the way past. Like,
She probably knows the Disturbed version.
There you go.
So honestly, that's the first version that popped in my head. And then I was
What's
like,
the Disturbed version?
There's a band called Disturbed that did a cover of it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not familiar with that.
It's so good.
But isn't Anne similar to my age?
She should be much younger than you.
Is she? I mean, we're getting into tricky territory where I clearly don't know how old Anne is, but also I don't know if you know how old I am.
I know how old you are. She's 4 years younger than you, actually.
Oh,
So
yeah.
not
Well,
that
I call
much.
that similar. I call that similar age.
Yeah. I mean, the use of the word much, like much younger. I was like, wait.
I got it wrong. Yeah, I was.
Yeah. To me,
Yeah.
much is like, I don't know,
my
at least
apologies.
5 years.
Yeah.
Oh no, the last.
And I'm
4
sure,
years, crone.
I'm sure I'm also not much older than Anne is. While we're on it. What's a much here and there, you know?
Is that what's in the forest? Like Michael's crying about being old, like the silent weeping of old age in the
Silent
forest.
weeping of the aged.
If a Michael cries in the forest and there's no one there to hear him, does he make a sound, right?
It's recorded in the library.
Ironically, the last comment in the chat for a little while now has been the sound of silence. Oh my. Oh, and Laura, I see your link in the private chat there.
Yeah.
Woot woot.
That's the cover.
Right? The Disturbed cover of the song?
Uh-huh.
Should have to listen to that afterwards.
Yeah, I'll listen to it during the next sprint. Okay, Flora, is the speech and ink part significant? So I'll go ahead and say no. You know,
I feel like the quietness must be
with
relevant
ink.
because it's new in this. Like, so much of this is like the last clue, apart from being quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But is it something within the forest that's quiet, or is it the forest itself that's quiet? Because all trees are quiet, really.
Are they?
Is it the letter U in the word quiet?
It's not.
Oh. It doesn't really make a noise.
Is in this forest.
Porscha's still smiling because she's thinking about my age. It's an endless source of entertainment for her. That big number.
Are there bugs in the forest?
I don't know.
I
maybe,
need the
maybe not.
full ecological system now. In crosswords, quiet often refers to P because of the musical notation for piano.
Mm-hmm.
Right, piano.
I don't have anywhere to go with that. I'm just voicing.
It's not that. Hi, Jabria. How are you?
Oh, this is our new wave.
Yeah, this is our new wave. It's called the window washer, just so you know. Jabria. And we are also into riddle number 3 now. We've got this and a third sprint to go still, just so you know.
See, can a forest dwell? I don't think of forests as dwelling. People dwell, but the forests dwell, you know? But I don't think that's going to be relevant.
I don't think that's, sort of like the right track.
Is this one a kelp forest?
Sorry, what?
I said, is this one a kelp forest?
No. This is a logic riddle. You could even call it quite philosophical.
Oh, no.
Maybe.
Oh, is this something to do with if a tree falls, does it make a sound?
Not so much, no.
Okay.
Is it a Clibian?
It's not a Clibian. I will be sending some Clibians some nice Christmas cards, though, this year. So Jabria, you're kind of thinking actually like Laura is.
Mm-hmm.
Woot woot. It's not this though, unfortunately, Jabria.
You're thinking too logically, Jabria.
Is it? No. Where it says what is in this forest, do you think? Is it anything that I imagine there? Because you asked me what I think, so I can just think whatever I like in there.
No. That fourth and final line is really just asking you, what is in this forest? That's just the question posed in the riddle.
No birds and no beasts. That's what's in the forest.
Mm.
No, it's not that.
I mean, but she's right.
Is it a cemetery?
No.
I feel like we're getting a real insight into how your dark imagination works.
It's not a forest of the dead, Flora.
Is it the, like THEE from the and then the beginning of East?
No.
Splinters, wood, pine needles?
No. You okay there, Porscha?
Yes. Somebody is texting me, making me laugh, and I don't appreciate it.
Oh, I think I may know who that someone is.
Someone who has proclivity for map making.
Possibly, yes.
Perhaps. Maybe has some things that go meow.
Possibly. Possibly someone very adept at drawing diagrams of certain procedures.
Oh, look, it's a bot.
Oh,
Oh no. Wait. Tag, where's my tag?
the first line is awfully important, I think.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Is it a bamboo forest with panda bears?
It's not. It's not.
Is it me? I asked
no.
I asked for a reason because P for piano would be P, and then a forest is a wood. P wood. That's my name.
Oh, okay. Honorary point.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Is it wordplay? Are we doing something with the words that are in the clue?
It's kind of idea play.
Okay.
I'm not sure if it's word play per se.
Okay.
Okay. Are the stanza markers trees, and the things in the forest of the trees are the stanzas?
No.
I do
It's
love
not
that.
that, Laura.
Is it shyness? Because it's a quiet forest because it's shy. So what's in the forest's heart is shyness and
No.
introversion.
Okay. Is the forest in the east dating the forest in the west? Like, are they together?
No.
Is it romance? Okay.
Long distance relationship.
Do they lava each other?
I do sincerely apologize, Jabria, if you are indeed already feeling the pain.
Is it a petrified forest?
Ooh.
No. I don't think it's an illustration of a forest, Jabria. I don't think that's the right track.
Is it a forest in a silent movie?
No. You don't have to look any farther than the riddle itself to find the answer. In that sense,
letter
the
A.
riddle, the answer is in the riddle,
Without A
at
and
least
without
for
A.
ideas. No.
And was
no.
A quiet?
What is in this? And it's not just quiet. Quiet is in the forest.
No.
You're too logical.
Is the riddle in the forest? Because it says, here is the riddle.
I think that's a little bit warm in a way. It's hard to say.
Oh.
Actually,
is the ink in the forest?
no, I don't think so. Actually, the answer is in the riddle. Now that I look at it,
Is there speech in the
Is it a
forest?
street?
sorry.
Is it a street? There's a lot of STs, like, abbreviation for street.
Right, it's not that. It's not that.
Is it the east? The east is in the forest.
That is indeed the correct answer. So we can stop the presses. That's it.
Why?
Awesome job, Laura. So, I think maybe Porscha needed to go and. So,
awesome job, Laura. That was not at you, Laura, for figuring out.
Yeah,
It was
no.
more about, like,
Good job, Laura.
awesome job, Laura. So I think I can explain this riddle as follows. Okay, so imagine you're walking down a path. Okay, and you take a stick and you draw a circle in the dirt. Okay, so the circle would be in the path, right?
Fine.
But
What's this got to do with anything?
But the path is also in the circle, isn't it?
Yes.
Not all of it.
Well, as long as you draw the circle within the path. Let's say you make sure that you draw the circle within the dirt of the path, right? So the circle is in the path, but the path is also in the circle. Are you muted there, Porscha?
Oh, I'm just exclaiming and like I feel like an idiot now that it's been explained. That makes perfect sense.
So the forest is in the east, but the east is also in the forest. That's it.
Sure. Sure.
It also says there's not any bird or beast or anything, so it's not that in the forest. And yeah, that's it. Oh my. I do sincerely apologize, Flora. But awesome job, Laura. Woot woot.
I saved your souls.
Maybe we could even do a bit of a shorter sprint. What do you think for a third and final sprint? Should we go for a 22-minute sprint again and have 3 of them? Or should we go shorter for a third one? What do you think? The 3:30 or the 3:22-minute sprints would add up to 66 minutes total. Streaming or sprinting for the stream.
I really don't mind.
I'm fine.
This is for you, Laura, with love from Flora. Woot woot. Yeah, just a sec here. Oh, and I will go ahead and make everything official like this. I'll put this banner up here. And this banner up here. And yeah, yay. Just a sec here, and I will do the thingy thing, as Anne might say. Good luck, all. And yay, that's the end of our third and final 22-minute sprint. How did you all do?
Work the day job.
Oh, did you?
Oh,
Hopefully just wrapping up before you get to go out in a bit. Yeah. I read a bit. I'm reading The Hobbit for Violet's Nostalgia Train Book Club. The pick for this month is indeed The Hobbit. So, yeah. I actually just started that in the for the story itself in that sprint there. I just had my bookmark I read the back and stuff, and I'd gotten through the formatter, and then I just had my bookmark right at the start of the story itself. So in the sprint, I just started in the story itself. Yeah.
So I got some handwriting trying to work out something I want to write that I'm trying to make it a poem, but I think it wants to be a short story, and I am uncomfortable. But no, it's okay. I'm still gonna write it, but I'm be a poem, and it's no, short story. I'm I don't want it. Please be a poem.
I don't know why it almost makes me think of you've got a young kid, offspring, and it's you're teaching them to write, and you assume they're going to be right-handed, and you put the pencil or crayon in their right hand, and then they move it to the left hand. You're no, the right hand. Okay, do it like this, and then they try with their left hand again, and then you realize, okay, you're left-handed.
Yeah, that's how this feels.
I just finished up my mum's Christmas present, which is a drawing, so I had to finish drawing it and frame it. And I'm not sure if it's straight in the frame, which is, always annoying.
Oh. Okay.
Don't mind me fiddling with it.
You got this.
What's it a drawing of?
She wanted a drawing of... Okay, so she requested it back in June, which is great because she's since forgotten that she ever wanted it. But she sent me some photos back in June of basically her and her partner and the family dog out on a walk, but just a selfie they took together. And she said, oh, you can sketch that for me for Christmas. And then the other day she was talking about things she might want to get at Christmas. And I'm that you've already requested something specific from me, right? I hope you're not expecting me to go out and buy these things, because I've kind of been working on this request you made in June, and she's forgotten about it, so it'll be a nice surprise.
Oh, there you go. Awesome. That's so awesome. I wish I could draw and do something like that. Nice. Yeah. Indeed. Let me just see here. Jabria flipped through a seed catalog that randomly came in the mail for me. Guess I'm getting a head start on planting my summer garden.
Very
Looking
cool.
ahead to the new year and the warm weather in it, huh? Jabria? That's looking ahead, I'll say. Good for you, though.
Do you guys, when you plan ahead for your writing, how far ahead do you usually plan? Will you plan a week or 3 months or a year, or not at all?
I won't really plan ahead too far at all, because I'll kind of just know that it's not going to work out that way anyway by the time I get there. But for sure, of course, if I'm writing a big project like I am now, I'm always thinking about the structure, for the whole work, almost out of paranoia that I'll write, and then I won't have a good way to sort of develop the story, end it, and stuff like that. So I just kind of make sure that I basically know what I'm doing for the project as a whole. But Other than that, I really kind of just take it day by day. I don't really plan ahead too much, or at least not in detail, and not so much in writing either. That's
What was
just
the
me.
question again?
Like, how far ahead do you plan with your writing?
With the writing, I don't know. Like, I have my overall yearly goal for I want to get these drafts done next year. And then
Yeah.
usually, like, I have my middle grade horror with 2 beta readers right now that I will hopefully get the feedback by February. So probably March, I will go through the beta reader feedback and start redrafting.
Yeah.
Then I have for Janurimo, for Katie Ann's thing, I'm doing the comic of my Drabble tree roots. So I've already thumbnailed out the comic panels, and I did 2 portraits of the main character. And so I have most of the supplies now. So hopefully I have it all by January. And so I want to finish that comic in January. Yeah, like I have Tiny Shivers going to formatting in March. So I have to get the last 2 illustrations for that by March. So it's kind of like imposed deadlines of stuff that I've already committed to, as well as just I want these sometime in the year,
Yeah.
and then as the month hits, it's like, okay, I'm focusing on this one this month. Like this for this Camp Nano, this one for this Nano.
And do you feel that like the goals that you've set for next year are like really attainable? Like you can really get them all, kind of hit them all? Or are they more like
so.
a little bit more lofty? Yeah? Okay.
They're a little lofty.
Okay, well, you got this.
So the middle grade, the agent's note was this should be 40K. So I need to add 15K to it. It's like,
Oh, wow.
Okay. And I am such an underwriter. So it's like, help! Give me ideas.
Yeah.
What can I do to stretch this out? So, yeah, that one shouldn't take crazily long unless I just start redrafting from like first POV instead of third or something.
Right.
But that one shouldn't be too long. It's a middle grade. The second draft of Crimson Strings is gonna take a lot of work. So that's my iffy one.
Okay.
But yeah. I don't know. I just have goals and I just swim month to month, picking which one to work on.
If I had something that was 40K and I wanted to move it up to like 55, I would probably just kind of pad it out, but like with actual ideas, and I would actually develop kind of like new ideas, but I would kind of like just do it along the way, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So that in that sense,
I've
it was
already
just
stretched it out. Like it was 21K and now it's 25K, and like
okay.
I feel like I've stretched it.
So it's kind of like a whole nother subplot, I guess.
Yeah.
At that length.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you got this, Laura.
Yeah.
You got this. You inspire me. Like I have, I tried to plan by quarters for my writing, and like I had a lot of stuff unravel in November and December, so I'm so behind on Q4 that I feel like Q4 is going to bleed into Q1 a bit for me. Because I had a lot of nonfiction stuff I was working on. I mean, but bigger nonfiction projects that weren't going to be done in December necessarily, but I wanted to be like a good chunk of the way through, and that just didn't happen. So it's going to be more of the same. So it's more like 2022, like the extended play album. Like it's not even clear. It's just
bonus tracks.
Deluxe edition. Yeah. No, I definitely feel that myself. Too. Like, do I spend quarter one basically just doing all the stuff I said I'd do in the final quarter of this year?
Yeah.
I also have a goal to do a Drabble for Black Hair Press every month. So I feel like it's such an easy goal that I don't even count it.
It's
But
a.
you know what you should submit to? Can I plug something?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I am a first reader of submissions at Apex for the monthly flash fiction contest. And Apex, we love a kind of like dark vibe on stories. And it's only, I mean, obviously it's flash fiction, so it's up to 1,000 words. It's a new theme each month. And like, I think like you would be really good at it, Laura, but you know, anyone who wants to submit. We love more
I've
submissions.
submitted to Apex before and it didn't work. Like it wasn't chosen. But let me see. Yeah, I have applied and it just got the form rejection.
Apex is in the UK, right?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, is it not? Why did I assume it was?
I don't know. There's really very few of the like speculative fix magazines that are in the UK, like the big
really?
name ones anyway. I think Interzone is in the UK, and I know there's a couple in Canada, like Alga is in Canada. Alga, however you say that, is in Canada.
Okay.
But they're mostly almost entirely US based.
Okay. But Apex, right? APEX. That's
Yeah.
what it is, right?
Hang on, let me see where the editors live, and it's probably wherever they live. So the editor, Jason Sizemore's American, and Leslie Connor probably is too.
Oh, there you go. Nailed it.
But yeah, Apex is very cool, and the writing to theme thing is really fun because it means everyone has this limited window, with the exception that if you're a Patreon, you get a little bit of a glimpse of the theme slightly earlier because you can vote on 4 different themes and pick which one becomes the theme.
Okay.
And then like on the 1st of the month, it's confirmed which theme to the Patreons, and then on the 7th of the month, it's confirmed to the world at large. But that's still like 3 weeks to write a flash fiction, and
yeah, it usually takes me like 20 minutes to write a travel. So for a flash, it's like 40 minutes.
I spend a lot of time brainstorming a flash, and then not very much time writing it.
I could easily write a flash in like a half an hour, but then edit it for like another hour, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
I think that's kind of like my kind of approach and sort of time frame. But then, you know, of course, like the editing would come later, like after your mind had some time to just mull over what you wrote a bit, and you could look at it kind of like with a fresh eye. I
confess, with a flash, I will sometimes literally just edit as I go and then submit the first version. So,
flash.
For our last theme, like not the one that's currently open, but the one before that was Footsteps in the Forest, and I'd been brainstorming for a couple of weeks. No, maybe a week or so, and then I wrote it and edited it within a few hours and just sent it off. And didn't win, but I was told I was very close. I was in the top few. So, like, for something that you wrote in one day, like, not bad.
Yeah. No, totally.
Okay, can you all do me a favor? All of you, because you all are people that I love so much. Like, can you please, like, stay on me to, like, write flash? Because I'm an overwriter, and flash will, like, really help me not do that, because like, I'm going to write 1,000 words, and by the time I finish, it's like, oh, okay, we're approaching a novella. This is cute. Like, I just overshoot by so much that I'm like, what even is this? Like, so...
You know, I kind of feel like a bit of advice that just comes to the top of my head is maybe if you don't even really outline your flash or your flashes at all, and you kind of just write them, right? Because I feel like it's when you start thinking about like, oh, I'm going to do this, and there's going to be this character, and this is going to have this arc. and stuff, like that's when you start to have something that will end up drawing itself out. Whereas if you,
that's not for me. I do outline, even a flash I will outline, and I don't find myself pushing the word count. Like both of the pieces I've done in recent times were like 830 words, so I didn't even go up to the full flash word count. I was just like, yeah, done. But
okay,
I am now thinking of expanding both of those stories before I send them out again. So
maybe Phoebe, you could call yourself a underwriter even.
Oh, for sure, I am. Yeah, in like short stories and novels, I always underwrite, always, and then I have to edit in more stuff.
Okay.
I don't usually outline of anything shorter than a novel, and so I will sometimes just pull up a painting and use that as a prompt and just write.
I love that. We used to do that when I was at uni. That's
For me personally, when I write flashes, like even like on Natalie's streams and stuff like that, I tend to just focus more on the writing itself and the prose itself and kind of like the moods and whatever like kind of like micro themes and stuff that might just come to me in the moment.
Yeah.
And like, like little themes and specific words and sets of words that maybe I can just repeat for some cadence and things like that. And then that's kind of just it. I mean, for me personally, that's all there is time for anyway in like a 30-minute sprint or something. But
oh yeah,
but you know, if the outline approach works,
Natalie sprints, I wouldn't have time to outline and then write it. No.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll hold you accountable there, Porscha. You know, in writing the flashes and keeping them, you know, flash lengths.
Sure, sweet.
But you know, at this point, we've been streaming for 2 hours and 47 minutes and 21 seconds. We've gotten in our 3 sprints, our 3 riddles. I do apologize if they were kind of on the hard side this time, the grinding side even. But yeah, you know, I think we can go ahead and call it a stream at that. I know Laura has plans for the evening.
Yeah, I gotta run.
But yeah, my lovely guest hosts again have been Laura and Phoebe and Porscha and Malin and Marta, and I've got all their links in the description. But yeah, let's do that. Let's go ahead and call it a stream at that. You see, the only thing is the window washer takes both hands, right? And I do need to somehow click on the...
You're excused.
Can I do the half window washer?
Oh yeah,
you know, with the one hand. The half window washer. Thanks, bundles and bunches. Bye bye. Oh dear, what am I doing here? The half window washer. Woot, woot.